Hello everyone, and welcome back to Freedom Planet on Steam. I am One Wild Sheep yet again, and today, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the third zone of the game, and we are returning in control with Lilac. And this stage by here is one of my favorite stages in the game, just to play through, because, I don't know, I love the level aesthetics, I love the way the design of the stage is, and we've got a lot of dragons to deal with in this level, folks, and it's basically a giant urban Chinese designed sort of city, and I don't know, I just like the way it is. Now this level also sports one of my favourite boss fights of the game as well, ladies and gentlemen, and what can I say, we've got loads of ramps, you've got loads of loop-de-loops that anybody who's a big Sonic fan will come to know and love. Now whenever you get to these dragons by here, if you want to get an invincibility, I advise to go to the top path, because there's actually an invincibility power-up hidden right up here, so there it is. Now if you head to the middle pathway as well, you'll be able to get hold of a couple of items which will allow you to, well, it'll allow you to bring all your gems towards you, like I mentioned, it gives you the magnet shield. Now this thing by here, whenever you get to this point, you can either run all the way up here and hang onto that bar right above me, or you can stand in this one specific alcove and wait for the floor to get blown up by the UFO. Once the floor gets blown up, you can make your way on and progress. And like I said, I love the level aesthetics. I love the fact you can sit down on these seats if you want to. It adds so much character to this game, and the enemies as well. A lot of the enemies in this game, I just love the way they're designed, and they suit pretty much every stage that we're in. Like, this is meant to be a financial, a massive city where capitalism and whatnot's booming, and you got loads of shopping malls and whatnot. So what do? They put loads of traffic lights as enemies, and they shoot lasers at you. I don't know, I just like that. I think it's pretty quirky. It's pretty damn awesome, if I do say so myself. Although we are introduced to a reoccurring enemy type right about there, and they're basically enemies that tend to run in from the left-hand side of the screen. Whenever they do, basically they will try and shoot you. Now, what I recommend is simply, as soon as you see them coming from the left-hand side of the screen, or hear them come in, because they make a sort of sound effect when they come in, just basically try and target them and knock them with your normal spin attack if you're Lilac. Now, if you can hit enemies using your spin attack as Lilac, your normal attack, at a certain angle, you'll actually be able to do more than one hit's worth of damage to them, and it can be very effective to take down enemies such as boss fights, the final boss, and it's a lot more powerful than you take it for. It's actually a really powerful move, and this is one of those rare games where pretty much every single move a character has to their arsenal is useful. I mean, I've used every single move that every character has, with the exception of like the simple I'm a kick you move that Lilac has when you press down an attack button, because that's a stupid move. It's the most stupid move that she has in her arsenal, because you just stand still and you kick the floor on. It doesn't even attack things that you're standing on, Like, it's quite strange. And also, like I said, Cyclone, so useful. It's so good. And this is actually, for those of you who don't actually know, this game, ladies and gentlemen, was actually originally a Kickstarter game, and as you can tell, the Kickstarter actually succeeded, and that's why this game came out. And this game actually runs on the Sonic World game engine, which, if you people don't know, that's actually a fan game engine for Sonic the Hedgehog fan games. I think it was programmed by Demixian, I think that's the guy's name. I don't know, I can never pronounce his name, but it's quite interesting that they're using a game designed for Sonic fans, an engine designed for Sonic fan games, and they use it in a way to bring their own product out and release it to the public. Like, this game's no longer just a PC indie game, folks. This is coming out on the Wii U pretty soon at the time of this recording. Well, I say pretty soon, there's no official date announced yet. And I'm tempted to pick up the Wii U version if there's any differences, just so I can show off what the differences are. But for the most part, the game will be pretty much identical, I believe, from what I'm getting here. Although there are updates coming out in the future of this game, because this game is pretty much complete. Yeah, this game's fully complete, but the developers are still adding more content.
Hold it right there, you sparkly twit!
What did you call me?
You think you can just walk into this conflict, don't you? Well, I have news for you. This isn't your fight!
It was the moment you brought it to our homeworld!
So, the Duckman couldn't keep his mouth shut. Well, I hope he realizes that he just cost you your life!
You'll have to take it first, Snake Man!
Alright, before that snaky sword actually interrupted me, like I said, there's updates coming out and they're adding more content. I'll talk more about that when we beat this mini-boss, because I need to explain him first. Now, what this mini-boss does, he's basically going to go from the right and left of the screen, and he's going to shoot attacks to you like a standard Mega Man Robot Master. Now, basically, when he does, you have a cue to simply try and get next to him as much as you can. When you get close enough to him, his normal laser pellet attacks are less likely to hurt you. Now, from time to time, he will bring out a flamethrower attack as opposed to his usual laser pellet attack, so you can be careful of that. And he will also load up a giant purple... Yeah, okay, we just beat him. He'll also use a giant purple attack, and if you're close enough to him and you jump above him when he's using that purple rain attack, well, let's just say you're gonna lose a lot of health, because that attack drains you, and I got hit by a couple of times here.
You had it coming, Snake Man!
But anyway, that snaky star's beaten, so let's move into the mall. Okay, I thought he was beaten. Okay, sorry, game, la-di-da. I guess he's still alive. Well, yeah. I love the stage. It's just in a mall. I don't know. It's not many platforming levels I can think of where it takes place in a mall. And basically, from time to time, you're going to run into loads of switches. Now, whenever you run into these switches, you can actually manipulate the direction the escalators are going in. So you can use it if you want to get progress on a bit quicker on. We also have a lot of pulleys that if you jump on the pulley and you press the jump button at the right time, you will send yourself flying. Now, from time to time, you'll also see me pick up certain orbs and stuff from certain treasure chests. Those orbs and stuff, and if you stand here, you can dance. Look at that, it's pretty cool. But those orbs are something that are not available yet because they're something that's going to be incorporated into an update. Like I said, there's plenty of updates coming out, folks. This game is still, to this day, being improved by the developers, because there's actually going to be two more playable characters coming out at least 2 more confirmed, I know, and there's even an extra story mode coming out for one of the characters that's actually already in the game right now. Anyway, this item by here, this fuel can next to the bike shop there, that's actually an item we can pick up and use if we're playing as Carol. And we can, I love this, we can even go into the restrooms. And if we go into the male's restroom, because we're playing as a female, we have a little, hey, get out of here. It's so much character to this game, I love it. But yeah, there's a third character that we can play as, and it's Mila. As soon as we first saw her, we unlocked her, and we can only play her right now in classic mode. During this LP, I'm not showing her off, but when the update comes out, I will be returning purely to show her off and the extras that will be added in that update. But when that comes out, well, the developers are sort of taking the Duke Nukem Forever route in that it'll be out when it's done, so we have no idea how long it's going to take, unfortunately. But I'm enjoying the base game as it is, so I can live without the updates for now, you know? The game itself is just amazing. Anyway, if we move back by here, this red area by here, remember that combination, 134531 because what we need to do is actually, you can get an achievement by doing this, once I get hold of these healths, is go up to this specific keyboard, and then type in that combination that you read on that board and memorized. If you do this correctly, then you will actually get an extra life, a load of gems, and an achievement. It's actually it's very good. It can take a couple of attempts because you need to be pretty quick about it, and the timing's relatively strict. So just keep trying. Eventually you'll get it, and it's pretty damn good. I also love that whenever you go to a second area of the level, you get a nice remix of the stage theme. I can't stress enough, the soundtrack is just, it's so good. And I'm pretty sure this game originally started off as a Sonic fan game, but because it was so different when they were actually developing it, they sort of thought, hey, we can actually make money off this, and I'm pretty glad they did make it its own thing, because if they kept this as a Sonic fan game, I don't know if it would end up being as good, you know, because when they realized they can make their own thing about it and they made the Kickstarter, then, well, obviously they had a budget, they could do more with the game, and it's good. They added voice acting, cutscene dialogue, and honestly, the plot of this game, I honestly love the plot. And the main villain of this game, Lord Brevon, all I can say is the guy who voices him, does a fantastic job. Because he has a very intimidating voice. He reminds me of Dr. Robotnik in the old Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons. You know, the ones where he's an evil bastard, you know? I love that. Like, there's one line coming up, it's probably one of my favourite lines in the game, where he just turns around, he just says, "I want this to fit like a glove." And I'm like, oh my god, But anyway, this mini-boss by here, just keep hitting it a few times, he eventually goes down. He's gonna try and destroy the platforms he's standing on. If they destroy the platforms, I don't know what happens, because I've never been caught. You know, I've never fell down when he destroyed all of them. So I don't know exactly what happens. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for one of my favourite bosses in this entire game. We got a lot of gotta go fast mentality, and this is the first time where the boss fights start to get a lot more epic. And expect pretty much every boss from this point on to be as amazing as this in terms of design. This really screams like treasure game design, you know. I love this. Now, for the most part, what he's going to start off doing is he's going to shoot a simple NG pellet round at you. Now, that always goes in a diagonal forward motion right underneath him, so if you're far enough away from him or behind him, you're not going to get hit. And he will also use his NG purple attack, which will spam the screen. That does a lot of damage, so try and avoid that if you can. From time to time, Mila and Talk in the background will come forward with the plane. And what they will do is, they will essentially give you a health power-up. And after you do enough damage, he will start going up in his giant mode and he'll start shooting missiles at you. And periodically, normally, he'll also shoot missiles at you anyway. And he shoots a laser beam at you. When he shoots a laser, just move from the left side of the screen and you can pretty much be safe. And I love how all the characters interact with each other, help out with the boss fight. It's just, it's just so good, you know? This game is, it's amazing.
Awesome! We made it! We kicked some serious tail back there!
Not so fast, Commander! If you're searching for the stone, you might want to look up. Enjoy your victory!
Stop! We gotta go after them.
Those airships would ghost us from a mile away. Remember what happened to me in the valley?
There has to be a way. What about Mayor Zhao?
It's gone! My one chance for re-election is gone! You! Over there!
He's royalty? You have to bow. Oh!
Very good. Rise. Were you the ones who disposed of this wretched mechanical beast?
You bet we are.
Glorious! As a token of my appreciation, I offer each of you free reign over Zhao's shopping paradise. With this coupon, for 5% off selected brands. Aw, what the heck? Why don't I just invite you over to dinner? My treat.
You mean a royal feast? I am pretty hungry.
What about the stone?
That scoundrel prince took it from me! I won't even be able to chase him until my ships are repaired!
Well, Mayor Zhao, we would be honored to be your guest this evening.
Follow me, then. I shall drown your sorrows in delicious chow mein. Don't worry about taking turns. I'm sure you must be hungry. So have at it!
Sushi! Me too!
Whoa, 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 whoa. You both like something? Is this the end of the world?
So, what's that giant head on the wall over there?
That's the pride of my collection. An ancient statue modeled after the dragons of the before time.
What's special about them compared to, you know, someone like Lilac?
What's special? Ha! Did you come from another planet or something?
Sorry.
Long ago, a magnificent creature soared across Avalice in a ball of fire. When it landed, our ancestors were so captivated by its power and beauty that they built 3 kingdoms in its honor.
Shangmu, Shangtu, and Shuigang?
Bingo! And when the cities were built, the dragon transformed into the legendary Kingdom Stone we know and love today. The same stone that was heartlessly yanked away from me.
You took it first.
Carol, manners.
Sorry.
Why did you take it? Why now?
Shangmu is on the brink of an energy crisis. With the stone in our hands, we could have solved it overnight.
Well, that worked out well.
I don't think this energy crisis of yours is an accident. I think it's deliberate, and I think we know who is responsible.
Don't bore me with your lectures. I've heard them 1,000 times from 1,000 self-righteous warriors. Unless you have something useful to say, the only thing that matters to me is how quickly I can cast you aside. I really have a lot of work to do.
You'll fail. Men like you always fail.
Interesting theory.
Hello, sir. Have you beheaded the intruders yet?
What is it?
There's an incoming transmission from General Serpentine.
The full moon is out. Not a cloud in the sky.
Don't relax just yet. Upload the scans and get back here immediately.
Of course, my lord.
Contact the crash site and tell them to refit our warp drive. I want the artifact to fit like a glove.
As you wish, sir.
We're getting off this rock.
An alliance with Shangtu. What a lovely idea. Oh, hey, Magister. Sorry about ambushing your soldiers and desecrating your temple. Let's go frolicking in the woods together with our makeup and pretty dresses.
Your Excellency, we're a neutral party. Send us to speak on your behalf.
If he won't listen to the greatest ruler in all of Avalice, why would he listen to a bunch of kids?
Can we try? Pretty please.
Just imagine how much people are going to love you for reuniting the 3 kingdoms against a common enemy. You'll be a hero.
Me? A war hero? Now that you mention it, I could use a few extra hands.
So you'll help us then?
What the heck? It's worth a shot.
Yay!
To the airship!
Nice.
We get to ride in that? Oh my gosh, yes.
But of course, it's equipped with everything you'll need for your trip, including your luxurious living quarters. Good luck, my friends!
Thank you!
Just imagine it, Carol. There are other worlds out there, just like ours.
We should go on a space adventure someday. Don't you think that'd be so cool?
Are you kidding? It'd be the coolest thing ever.
I remember saying almost exactly the same thing.
Did you have a change of heart?
Not really, no. I guess I just wasn't prepared for the sacrifices I had to make. Just gotta keep moving forward with the mission, I guess. No point in thinking about a past that can't be changed.
You're right.
How's the other girl doing?
Mila, I'm not sure. Can you go check on her, Carol?
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna get some sleep.
Well, I'm fine. You go on ahead.
How's it going? I'm I'm making a wish. Oh, what kind of wish? Well, I really want to see my mommy and daddy again. Sounds like a good thing to wish for. We're gonna be going inside soon. You wanna come? Okay. Mom! What's going on?
Shoot! We gotta disable those ships or we're toast!
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll catch you all next time when we take on the fourth zone of the game. I want to say third. The fourth zone of the game, Sky Battalion. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish, people, and I'll catch you all then. Bye!